Howdy folks, warm welcome to Chasing Check-ins with me, Max, and wherever you guys are checking in with me today. Well, it is pre-travel day, it's the first one of 2026, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with me for this fantastic stay here at the Radisson Blu Manchester Airport. Currently just in the business centre, I need to go up to level 3 to check in, but I thought on this little solo trip I'd bring you guys along with me, show you what the hotel has to offer, some of the facilities, and the fantastic view you get if you book a runway view. So let's go up to level 3 and get ourselves checked in. So I opted for a premium room, and I thought I'd start the room tour at this angle so I don't give away the view you get overlooking Manchester Airport when you do request a room with a runway view. So as you come through the main door, there is your power to your room. Put your key card in, gives you all your power and your lights. There's a little space there which I've chose to put my suitcases in so they're not taking up all the space on the floor in the bedroom. And then we have a nice big wardrobe. So in your wardrobe then, here is your iron, there is your bathrobes. There's two of those. They're not as soft as they used to be, but again, it's a nice touch for the room. Plenty of coat hangers to hang up all your clothes. There's also a laundry service, so if you are staying for more than one night, you want to get your clothes washed, then the price list is just behind. You also get given some shoe shine. There is also your sewing kit, some Radisson branded slippers, and then your in-room safe. So if you are going out and you want to leave your valuables in the safe, then you do get a safe in the wardrobe. Here's a drawer and the Bible. There is your stand for your suitcase. There's your ironing board and the trouser press. So just behind me then is the bathroom. So as you come in, there is a large mirror, a nice sink, a basin, your Radisson branded hand wash and hand and body lotion, 2 towels, a pull out mirror, and then underneath you have some more towels and your hairdryer. There's your floating toilet, and also in the bathroom you get your vanity kit, your shower cap. So this is a rain shower, but it is a shower over a bath. Some rooms just have the rain shower. And again, your Radisson branded shampoo and conditioner and your body wash. But yeah, very clean. So let's go into the bedroom. And then we have some complimentary water. There is your coffee machine with your pods, kettle. This doesn't look particularly great. There's a little bit of wear and tear now on these rooms. I do think they are in need of a bit of a refurb. But underneath here then, have your bottle opener. There's your pods just behind for your machine. There's some milk. Some Twinings tea, some instant coffee, some biscuits. I've already eaten the cookies. I couldn't help myself. And then your wine glass. There is 2 glasses at the back there. And then your little fridge for your room. So Radisson have, for your comfort and convenience, removed the mini bar. And then obviously I've been to the shop for some drinks for the room. Unfortunately, the Spa shop this year in Terminal 1 is no longer, and WH Smith's is rather expensive. But as we enter the bedroom then, full mirror, nice large Samsung TV, your massive bed. I'm not sure it's a king or a queen. It's where you can control your air conditioning. The room is nice and cool. And then plenty of plug sockets. So 3-pin, also a USB. And that is the same on both sides. And as I say, as you come over this side, there's a nice table, another in-room phone. There is a European plug socket, another 3-pin, your TV connection, HDMI. More plug sockets, more 3-pin plug sockets. A nice lamp, as again, due to its location, it's very much aviation themed. There is your nice big footstool and your tray for your room. This is the in-room dining. So you want to pause it here. This is the menu and all the prices. Do bear in mind, as it says at the bottom here, there is a £5 charge which will be added to all room dining. If you want breakfast, you can pre-select your breakfast and give that in at reception. 20% off for Radisson Hotel residents at the spa, which I believe is, yeah, it's located in the health club downstairs. So again, nice chair to sit in the corner. In fact, I use the chair to overlook the airfield. I am a massive aviation geek, so I always select a room with a runway view. Again, another aviation themed picture. And again, on this side of the bed, another 3-pin plug socket and a USB. So let's have a look at this fantastic view that you get when you book a runway view. And there it is in all its glory. So as you can see, Terminal 2, you can't quite see the big expansion around the corner, but you do get a fantastic view of the airfield. You can just see a Ryanair, I believe, or a Sunwings coming into land. There's the Manchester Skylink, which connects this hotel directly to Terminal 3 and Terminal 2. But yeah, I could spend hours just sat here watching the planes come and go. And then over in the distance is Wilmslow and the Cheshire countryside. So that is room 868. As I've said, also new this year for Radisson, you can select and request your room. So I did request this room because if you are on the west side of the hotel, Terminal 2, there, if you are on a lower floor, does slightly impact your view, whereas more to the east side, there's nothing blocking your view apart from the car park. But again, that was £16 on already quite an expensive room. But the option's there if you so wish. So yeah, I'm going to spend the next hour or so just watching the planes move around the airfield, and then we're going to take the suitcases to the TUI check-in. Well, I've been watching the planes come and go. As always, it's a fantastic view. I can spend hours sat there watching the planes take off, but it has gone 3:30. I'm going to go and do the TUI twilight check-in. So because I have an early morning flight down to Greece, I can check in my suitcase between 2 and 9 p.m. and that saves me a little 30 minutes in the morning. I can have an extra sleep, especially when you've got to be up so early. That is the perk of twilight check-in. So we are going to go down to Terminal 2 and check my cases in. I have already checked in online. If you are using TUI's Twilight check-in. One of the great things is you don't actually need everybody in the party to go down. Just one person with your passport can go down and check everybody's cases in for that flight. So guys, that was really straightforward. When you come to these machines, and there's loads of them, the TUI desk is just as you come out of the Skylink. Click your airline, follow the on-screen prompts. Obviously scan your boarding pass, and then it'll ask you to place your suitcase on the scales, which I have done, and then it prints your luggage label off. And then just over there is the day before bag drop. So yeah, just come down and then you can see the queue for the day before bag drop. And just hand your case over, and that is it. You will see it next time when you land in your destination. Now, there are two entrances into the Radisson Blu. One just directly above us on the Skylink, which takes you straight into the hotel check-in, or if you have used the car park or been dropped off by a taxi, you'll enter the hotel at this entrance, which is on level 1, and then you'll need to make your way up to level 3. The business centre down here, it's a nice little area to come and sit. It's very quiet, peaceful, and if you do order food for delivery, then they tend to drop it off at this entrance. As you can see, hotel guests check in on level 3. The lifts are just underneath, and there is a set of stairs that will take you up to the Carlarge restaurant and the little M bar, and also some of the conference rooms that are just above. But just in the corner here, 3 lifts, and level 3 is where the main hotel reception is. So let's go and have a look at that. I see this is the business service centre, and then on the floor below is where the pool, the gym and the saunas are. So this is the other entrance into the Radisson. This is the one that you access from the Skylink, and this brings you straight into the hotel check-in and reception. One thing you'll notice as you come in is how nice this hotel lobby smells. The little diffuser is hiding there in the corner. But there is some seating area, so if you are waiting to check in or your room become available, you can sit there. Or if you want to bring a drink from the bar outside here, where it's a bit quieter, you can do. The reception also has a self-service shop where you can get all your snacks, your crisps, your soft drinks. If you've forgotten any plugs or any toiletries, they're also available to purchase from the self-service shop. And the prices for a can of Coke is £3.39. I will give you a little tip. Now the spa's closed in Terminal 1. If you go down to Marks and Spencer's in Terminal 2, you pay about the same price you would in a normal Marks and Sparks. But yeah, this is the reception area. These are the check-in desks. There's plenty of them. You can check in online also if you don't want to queue, and you can get an electronic room card now on the Radisson app. Here's the menu for the little M bar. There's some light bite sandwiches, pizza, beef burgers, and also little M bars through there. There is the Carlard's restaurant, which you can book a table for. And these are the stairs that will take you down to the other entrance, where you come in if you've been dropped off by the taxi. But you need to remember to make your way up to level 3 to check in. There's no check-in desks on the ground floor. And then the level below houses the swimming pool and the spa. If you are checking out early in the morning, there is an express checkout. You can drop your key off in the post box, which I think is a nice touch. And then on this machine here, you can book an Uber to take you into Manchester, or plan any journeys, get your flight information, view all tours and activities. So it gives you a list of things that's taken place in Manchester. But yeah, that is the reception at the Radisson Blu Manchester Airport. And again, the express checkout box I think is fantastic. If you have anything charged to your room, you will be charged to your card once you've checked out. I just thought I'd come for a little walk and show you guys the new check-in hall at Manchester Airport's Terminal 2. We're just down the far end in Zone G. This is where Jet 2's check-in is located. And as I say, Manchester Airport's gone under sort of a £1 billion transformation, and Terminal 2 now handles all airlines apart from Ryanair, which currently uses Terminal 3, and part of Terminal 1, which is currently undergoing a revamp. But if you haven't flown from Manchester for a while, it's all changed. There's also a Starbucks that's located in Zone E. So if you do need an early morning coffee, you can come straight into departures and grab yourself a coffee before you go through security. But as you can see, all check-in desks are very much the same. You have your traditional check-in area, and now each one has self-check-in. And the other change in departures its security now has a new security east. So this is security west and there is security east. If you have booked the time slot, then you'll need to use security west regardless which zone you've checked in. But if you go through security east, it will take you to the new part of Terminal 2 and the new duty free, and security west will take you through the older way we've become used to over the last sort of 2 years since it's been open. But yeah, as you can see, it's a nice departure hall. I think they've done a fantastic job. I know Manchester Airport gets a lot of stick, but I think it's a nice place to start your holiday. Zone C, this is Easyjet Holidays check-in area. And just to the side of them is the meet and greet car park where you can drop your keys off. But it's about 10 o'clock, so it's nice and quiet now. But I just thought, while I was down this way, I'll have a quick walk through departures just to show you some of the changes that have happened over the last few years. And if you say you haven't flown from Manchester for a while, Terminal 2 has changed quite drastically. And there is a security east. And then if you want to access the Skylink, that's in Zone A, where you've got access to the Radisson Blu and down to the bus station and train station, and to connect to Terminal 3 if you're flying with Ryanair. So yeah, that is the new check-in area for departures at Manchester Airport. Have booked a non-runway view, then on these high floors you can see the ever-changing Manchester skyline in the distance. But I just thought I'd point out, as you come out of the lifts, just in this cupboard here, hidden away, is a nice machine. So if you need some ice for your room, for your drinks, if your fridge isn't keeping them cold enough, just come here and get your ice for your room. I think that's a fantastic little touch by the hotel. I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to leave you with this lasting view over Manchester Airport now that the airport lights have all come on. Like I say, this has been the first vlog I've ever done, so I do appreciate it's not going to be the best one you've seen, but hopefully it hasn't been too bad. And as I say, over the next week, hopefully they'll start to get a little bit better. And when I return back to the Radisson in September, I can look back on this first video and see how far I've come. If you have liked the video, do leave a thumbs up, drop me a comment down below, and if I could ask to hit that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. You've been watching Chasing Check-ins with me, Max. I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.